When I first started on YouTube, this is exactly what I thought. All you have to do is just collab with some big YouTubers. It's easy as that.
Small YouTubers support each other.
Yeah, sub for sub, baby. So glad I don't think that anymore. Obviously, all those statements are false of how to grow on YouTube. Yeah, there may be some truth involved with some of them, but there's a better way. A lot of the common problems that keep people under 1,000 subscribers is incredible. And so in today's video, I'm gonna share with you a lot of the common problems that people face that keep them from getting their next 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Hey big shots, welcome to the channel. My name is Daniel Ford and I help motivated entrepreneurs master the strategies of YouTube for their business so that they can get fresh leads and profits. Be sure to subscribe down below if this is your first time here so that you never miss a video on mastering the strategies of YouTube. So there's a lot of common problems people typically face from getting their first 1,000 subscribers. A lot of the problems that I faced were misconceptions or thoughts that I thought of how you should grow on YouTube. The first problem that I faced as a small creator at the time when I first started getting on YouTube is I didn't really state what sort of value I was going to bring to my audience when they came to my channel, or even on my videos, for instance. A big problem that I notice when they first start on YouTube is they never state what the video is about. So they first get into their video and they start just talking or just getting into the content, and maybe they start meandering and going off in different directions on their video, but they never state what sort of value that the viewer is going to get from their specific video. Now, a lot of people will have expectations. They'll click on the title or the thumbnail and maybe it'll be clickbaity, and they'll get in the video and they'll feel disappointed because they are like, hey, when's this video gonna get started? And so they'll start skipping ahead in your video, which eventually actually kills your watch time. So what I really notice on other channels is they never state what the title is. They never state what sort of value that specific viewer is going to get in the video or even on their channel. If you can be as clear as possible what sort of value that the viewer is going to get in the video, then you'll be able to keep your audience retention and your watch time and keep it much, much higher. So for example, in my video, I stated at the beginning of the video, and so in today's video, I'm gonna share with you a lot of the common problems that people face that keep them from getting their next 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So I stated specifically what the title of the video was about and what they're actually gonna get out of this specific video that they're watching. And then my branded intro happens, and then I jump into specifically stating what this channel is all about and what this video is gonna be all about helping them with. So for example, what my hook is and how I tell people what my channel is about or my video is I specifically state in my video that this channel is for motivated entrepreneurs who want to master the strategies of YouTube for their business so that they can get fresh leads and profits. I specifically go into stating that this channel is all about YouTube, helping entrepreneurs who are struggling with doing online video, that may be doing video for a long time, but they just need that specific strategy in order to actually get leads and profits for their business. So like this video down below if you plan on trying to get more clear in your videos about what your videos are about or what your channel is about. So the big problem that was keeping me under 1,000 subscribers on my channel is I didn't know who I was talking to. For example, if you own a barbering business, you're teaching people how to cut hair, you're doing how-to content, teaching people how to actually cut hair on your videos. Who are those videos specifically for? Who are you talking to in your videos? And I'll explain why this is important to do. So if you're specifically talking to maybe new barbers that are just going into barbering school, you're gonna be teaching and being relatable to them in a much different way of somebody that's been barbering for quite some time, that's been in business for quite some time. You're probably gonna do more advanced videos, things that are gonna be a little bit different than what that person would typically see for a new barber. So at what point in the journey is this specific person that you are trying to talk to? Once I started doing that, I started to notice significant growth on my channel. So comment down below, let me know at what point in the journey is your specific person for your channel that you're going to target. So I actually do free YouTube channel strategy calls, and what I'll do is I'll hop on a call with a potential client and I'll review their channel to see how I can actually help them. It's just a free 20-minute call. And on these free 20-minute calls that I do, most of the most common problems with the entrepreneurs that I'm talking to specifically is they probably are really good on camera and they're doing great with that, but they typically run into terrible branding on their channel. People that come to their channel really don't know what this channel is about, and they can typically see that this person doesn't know what they're doing. And my best advice that I typically start with is upgrade your branding. So what could this mean by this? I mean, actually put in your cover photo your branding up there. Don't just put a picture of you smiling up there. Put the title of the channel and then also state what the channel's about. Because if you can do that, then people can see that, oh, this is a legit YouTube channel compared to one that probably only posts every so often and probably isn't a professional business. So to imagine this for a second, if you went to town and you went to someone's business and you're walking downtown and you're looking for a specific business and they don't actually have the sign of the business on the front of the business, or the place looks like a dump, you could run into the same problem by coming to someone's YouTube channel. You get to the YouTube channel, there's no sign for the business, there's no sign for the YouTube channel, and this YouTube channel looks like a dump. So besides just the terrible branding that you run into on someone's channel, a lot of really common problems that kept me under 1,000 subscribers was pretty much terrible titles that I was doing, terrible thumbnails. I know a lot of effort can sometimes be put into the videos on just the video itself. Then the last stuff will typically be to leave the title and the thumbnail for last and be like, I don't know, I'll just put something up there. But the problem is kind of all three of these really need to work together. The title, the thumbnail, and the video itself, they need to all be incredible and be a way to get someone to click. So you really need to figure out a good structure of how to actually create clickable titles. I actually have a video which I'll link right here in the top left corner. And then as far as thumbnails go, I've done a lot of experiments on my channel as far as thumbnails. I've seen big differences from the way I've done certain colors and the way that my expressions are on my face in my videos about why people click on my thumbnails. So if you're struggling and you don't have a lot of experience with creating thumbnails, maybe you're not that good at it, I have a video which I'll also link right here that teaches you a step-by-step process for creating really good thumbnails in a free program that makes them simple and easy. I know some things that I've done to really improve my thumbnails is I've just given myself practice. Practicing is the best skill that you can learn as you're doing your thumbnails. Eventually, you will get better at your thumbnails. Now, if you need more experience about how to actually make good thumbnails or just how to do some design in general, just hop on a site like Skillshare or lynda.com. They have some simple graphic design videos that could teach you on there to up your thumbnail game so you can actually watch some videos. Just do some of the free trials on there and see if it works for you. So comment down below if you feel like you're gonna use lynda.com or Skillshare to up your thumbnail game. So another common problem that kept me from getting my first 1,000 subscribers on YouTube was I really wasn't speaking to my viewers heaven and hell. And this goes back to who you're talking to on your channel. If you know that you're speaking to a new barber, then you need to speak to that person's specific heaven and hell. What is that new barber experiencing as they're going to barbering school? Perhaps they're terrified to get behind the chair because they've never cut hair before and they're worried that that client or that person they're gonna cut hair is gonna get really mad. Versus maybe a seasoned barber or someone that's been in the business for a while is maybe more worried about like how they're gonna scale their business beyond where they're really at. Or maybe they're wondering how they can up their haircutting game beyond where they're really at. Maybe a seasoned barber is more stressed about keeping up with the times and keeping up with the new types of haircuts that are coming out. And this is really important. I'll give you an example of this. Now, if I'm going through a tough time and I'm dealing with a lot of problems and I'm trying to talk to a friend or someone else, they immediately just start jumping to giving me advice. I'm maybe not as apt to listen to that person. But if that person relates to me and gives me an experience that they may have had that's similar to that experience, and they're speaking to my hell or my specific experience in that, then I can be able to relate to that person a lot better. When people share personal experiences that they've dealt with and how they overcame it and what they can do to overcome it, then I can relate to that person a lot easier and I'm listening more. So now that you know the problems that kept me under 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, now what you need is you need to see how I gained my first 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I'm gonna link a video, which is like probably right here, that will actually show you the step-by-step process of how I gained my first 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'll see you next time, Big Shots.